Yeah. I don't know, maybe I feel a little giddy or whatever. At the moment, he's literally the top runner for me.
Hey guys, welcome to Little Black Button 91. Quick ting. Listen, we're doing a quick body language one. Ayo's body language is really important. And we get some confirmation about his body language when we hear Mimi talk about how she feels about him. You heard her say quite correctly, she's feeling quite giddy. And she's feeling giddy because, you know what, it's starting to go well. And the energy's correct, is right. He's a good looking boy. She's a good looking girl. And this could be the black love of the summer. We could have a Damien M and India again, a Tanya and Shaq situation. We could be having one of those couples coming along, but it's early days and early doors. But I like to pay attention to the body language to kind of break down something for you so you can actually see what's happening between the two of them. Is there more going on? Let's have a little look at this, right? Okay, have a look at this.
Io.
Oh, let me
Yeah.
go further back a little bit.
We
Okay,
haven't done.
fantastic. All right, cool. So this picture here, what do you see? Now, I think this is really important, all right? I don't want to keep on there because I'm going to get copyright in a second or two, right? First thing is proximity. Whenever somebody likes the other party or the other party likes them, proximity is the first thing that seems to close in, right? When people like each other, they close the gap. We can see from them already the gap is quite close. Their knees, their legs are pretty much touching at a point, right? Her leg coming over, his leg coming over. I want you to also pay attention to something, right? Which is that his upper frame is facing front. Now, when men usually talk, they usually do talk with their shoulders touching and they're facing outwards, like a V, right? When men usually talk, right? Because what we're doing is we're not trying to create too much intensity. Because the moment you go face to face, it usually means a duel or a war, right? Men don't usually do the I'm looking in your face directly because it's a signal to a person that this is becoming too emotional, too intense, or you want some battles, right? So men usually stand in V's. So when we're dealing with women, especially if you're somebody who has dealt with, a lot of women, and also as well you're trying to maintain frame. And what I mean by maintaining frame is you're trying to remain your cool, calm, collected self. You're trying to stay in a place where you got control of the scenario and the situation. If you notice how they speak with women, they don't turn their body in. They keep their body straight, right? And that body straight is to say, okay, I'm gonna let you turn, but I'm not turning. Why? Because I'm gonna maintain my frame. Let's have a look at this little part here. Okay, cool. All right, so his body is still facing frontwards, right? But her body has shifted to face him. What she's doing right now is showing her intentions and her liking of him, right? And we know that because of what she says later on, right? So her whole body is turned towards him. Now, I've seen when women usually talk, they usually, and again, loosely put, when I see women talk, they usually do actually turn their bodies to each other because they're oftentimes emoting, showing emotions. And what I mean by showing emotion, what I really mean by it is actually they're having discussions on an emotional level, right? And it's not a bad thing. Actually, more of us men need to actually do what women do. In this instance, it will solve a lot of our issues too. It is to show that they are in tune and attentive and that they're engaged in conversation. It's also where a lot of the flare-ups come up as well, right? Because they read a lot into certain things, right? So as you can see with her body language, she's facing him. I want you to pay attention now to the legs because this is really important, right? Because although she's facing him with her whole body, her left leg is crossing over. I think that's really important. And the reason why I think it's a subconscious thing. If she crosses her right leg, she's actually causing a blockage. The left leg going over is showing that she's open because the left leg is facing him. What is he doing with his leg, which is really powerful? His right leg is crossing over, not his left leg. His right leg is crossing over, which means they're both, even though he's not facing her directly, he's showing again that he's open. He didn't cross his leg to the left-hand side to create any distance between himself and her. So his right leg crossing over shows that he's also open to the interaction with Mimi. I think there's a lot of attraction between the two of them. I think it's obvious. We really know that. They like each other, right? So that's a really powerful thing. But their left legs, or at least his left leg and her left leg, is where there's a lot more almost contact. You can almost see her leg behind his leg. They are very close. Even though they're not super close body-wise, they're getting there, right? They're not fully close proximity-wise, shoulder to shoulder, but they've opened themselves up to at least have more of a dialogue and be able to see each other appropriately. Their legs are showing us where the connection is. When I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, this could be a very interesting relationship. What happens going forward? I hope they can keep it because it's not easy, right? So this is where it started from, and we've got the cool, calm, collected shoulders on the back of the chair. I'm cool. I'm is the open leg stance. I'm a cool cat, man. You got what I'm saying to you? I'm calm, I'm collected, I know what I'm about, yeah? And so when you see that, right? When you see that, okay, and we're gonna play a little bit of the clip, you're gonna see.
A lot of it is very much friendly, do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Obviously, you know, you're the front runner at the moment. You're a bit mysterious.
Of course, he's a little bit mysterious. Yes, he's a little bit mysterious. He is indeed. Yes, he's a little bit mysterious. And he was creating a mystique by keeping himself here and not turning towards her. He's showing her that I'm not fully invested yet, right? It's because the moment he turns, he's going to show that he's invested. He's not fully invested. He's like, all right, cool, I'm going to stay here, innit? I'm going to be here, keep my legs straight, my body straight. I'm not turning into you yet. I'm not giving you that just yet. You feel what I'm saying to you? I'm not going to give you my emotional capacity, my emotional energy just yet. But I told you I like you. I think you're attractive. I think you're sexy. He did the exact same thing when they were on the couch a little bit earlier on the first day when he was telling her lip's are sexy and da-da-da. He didn't turn his body again. He actually kept his body straight once more again. She was on an L-shaped couch and he kept his body straight again and told her, and he turned his neck and said, listen, I don't lie to you, you're sexy. Da-da-da. Because, and here's the thing. The moment he turns his body, it becomes very intense. Right? Now, there are some men that will turn, and this is not an indication of anything. Some men will turn, right? And that doesn't mean that that means they're so invested. It means also that some F-boys will do this. Emotional F-boys will turn themselves. I'm one of them, so I know. I was one of them. God, Father God, we changed our mind. I was one of them. So I know that when you turn your body, right, to the person and you give them unadulterated eye contact, you know what you're doing. You're eliciting her emotions. So he goes the mysterious route of you can't catch me, and the emotional F-boy goes, I'm right here with you, and I'm going to be in your emotions with you, and I'm going to stoke and fester your emotions. So I'm going to sit with you. I'm going to be right in your eyes like this. I'm going to be talking to you. And I'm saying, wow, your lips are beautiful. I can't lie to you still. And the intensity is coming from the eye contact that creates that spark and that romance and energy, right? It can be used for good, it can be used for bad, right? So I'm not saying it's anything. So yeah, that's just something I noticed about Ayo as well, and he's gonna keep his calm, collected. And I like it. It's early days right now. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong. I'm just kind of pointing out what I've seen between the two of them as well. Listen, if you love what we do, listen, we talk about relationships, we coach people, single, married, divorced, whatever. We talk about relationships, and we want to help you guys have healthier relationships going forward. So if you're someone who sees something in the Love Island people, or maybe you have a relationship dilemma or issue you want to talk about, maybe there's something on your mind that you haven't worked through, then I am the person for you. We're here to talk about relationships, help you get into healthy relationships, and help you make better choices as well. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification of uploads. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked, so later. We'll see you again soon. I can't wait for day 3. It's about to be what? Carnage, baby. It's about to be what? Carnage, baby. Don't forget, you can grab your merchandise down below as well. Click on the link down below. You should see it there as well. Okay? All right. We'll again see you again very, very, very soon. Much love. Much appreciation.
There be carnage.